Okay, sir, we understand that there will not be a Tinkoriko parade tomorrow, sir. Can you throw more light?
No, there won't be any for the first time in 26 years. You know, we started in 1993, and we've been carrying on this exercise, celebrating at the end of the year, bringing youth together, and we always emphasize the need for a platform for all the youths to come together and then celebrate at the end of every year for surviving the year and all that. But when you consider the pandemic, everything should give way. So in deference to the pandemic, we have decided not to go on the streets. But incidentally, we've gone ahead to print the t-shirts. Maybe if we're strong enough, Easter Monday. But for now, we are urging everybody to stand down. We won't parade. We will not risk the lives of the youth on the streets for whatever reasons. We are not in competition with anybody, and we don't want them to parade. Simple as that.
Okay, so is this decision triggered by the letter written to the leadership of the Tinkoriko by the state government?
No, we have already stood down the Tinkoriko. See, the whole thing is this. Better I do, the Commissioner for Health had issued a statement saying 300 maximum. With that, we could have like 4 clusters and then still go ahead. But it's much more than that. We discovered when I was in Abuja just before Christmas, we discovered that in Abuja, all the tests, 7 out of 10 were positive. In Cross River, somebody in teaching hospital told me 9 out of 10. So why risk the youth? I might protect myself. Even on the street, people find it difficult to wear masks, to wash their hands, to go about with sanitizers. So in a situation where there is a movement like Tinkoriko, where we are struggling with elements of banditry and brigandage, now monitoring the health side will be difficult. So the best thing is to shut it down. In deference to COVID-19 pandemic, we've done that. And consequent upon the appeal by the state government, the letter aside, the governor also spoke with me about it. You might have a program, laudable program, but things like this may mess it up. So the main intent is to make the kids stay alive and socialize with themselves in the atmosphere of conviviality and camaraderie. But now you have a situation where you may even end up killing them by some kind of carelessness. So we will not be held responsible for that. So we are standing down. Any other group, whether it's Agaba, Tinkoriko in whatever form, is not allowed to play. Well, I will also be on the side of government to make sure we stop the gathering that does not conform with the laid down rules concerning the protocol for the pandemic, the COVID-19, that is in place in the state. As somebody in government, as a public officer, somebody, an elder in the society, I cannot allow that.
Okay. Sorry, sir, insisting on still bringing up the letter issue. It's just that aside government issuing this letter, there have been government programs taking place. So one is made to believe that government program is supposed to run, whereas other societal programs.
Yes, I cannot shy away from making a comment about that. On that, the thing is this: they had reduced it to 50. I cannot go. I never counted like the Miss Africa whether they were up to 50, but I know that there was so much spacing for them to have done that program in the stadium and strictly on invitation. It was not an all-commerce affair, but some other person had called me, how about Cannes? What is Cannes? Nobody said Jesus is going to come a minute past 12 midnight. If there's a curfew in place, and we are happy with the present development where they are trying to minimize or drastically reduce the incidence of banditry and kidnapping and all sorts of crime, all forms of crime. Let us go with them. The curfew has been in place. They never lifted the curfew anywhere or reduced it beyond that 10 p.m. It's in place. Now we have a program that has come to meet the same way with Tinkoriko. Oh, there is a protocol in place and it has clashed with the Tinkoriko date. So we defer to it. Cannes should also defer to it. Otherwise, if it happens, they'll blame the governor. That's the truth. So let's not give anybody a chance to say, I told you so. You people push me. He says he needs this space to do ABC. Give him. When he fails, then we will be at liberty. And then you have the moral pedestal to criticize. But now let's defer to all the programs in place to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
All right. Okay. Thank you, sir.